Hello, my name is Chad Wolf. This is my final assignment lesson plan presentation. I currently teach 8th grade English and Georgia Studies, and I thought it would be interesting to combine my English and Georgia Studies classes to do this project. So I had my English class research the standard SS8H9, which talks about the impact of World War II on Georgia. They were to have a bunch of English standards that were covered, including speaking and listening, obviously reading and writing in the research, and some NET standards or ISTE standards for students 2, 3, 5, and 6, which talk about digital citizenship, online collaboration, and digital tools being used in the classroom setting. The tools used by students were Google Classroom, Drive, Documents, and then Wordle as well. Let's look at Google Classroom first. If you haven't used Google Classroom, you should. I pushed out the document to all of my students by selecting a couple different classes from English class here, and then this is the end result. Students then had to click on this here, and once they clicked on their paper, it would load a Google Doc. The Google document was blank at first, and the students had to use all of their research within this document itself. How do you do that? They clicked on Tools and then went to Research. The students then typed in SS8H9, and a list of information and citation formats appeared: PowerPoint, PDF, websites. They clicked on one of the links and found research for a specific topic, SS8H9, and did their research this way. At the beginning of their research, they also had to share their document with 2 other students. So they went to share and chose 2 names that they had to share with. Everyone had to have 2 names. Throughout their writing process, they were able to edit, the students were able to edit each other's papers at the same time that they were all online in the classroom. So you can see here, there's on March 6th at 9:43, 3 students, including the student that was writing the paper, were all on the paper at the same time, editing away. Each student at the end of the research process had to highlight all of this information, right-click, and then print the information and turn it in for a grade. At the very end, the students had to use Wordle and copy all the information that they just wrote in their research paper and go to the website wordle.net. To create their own, they click Create and just paste their paper into here. Click Go. It takes all of the major words that are used in the paper and creates a word cloud. They saved it and then included it into their file on their cover sheet, just for fun, so they could see what it all looked like. And they picked their one style that they enjoyed the most. This student chose this Wordle for their paper. One way I differentiated for my students was to allow students to do different types of research when it came to their ability level. Some needed assistance when it came to online research, and some didn't. All students were given equitable access to the technology because we have enough of it in our classroom and in our district. So, and in our school. We have a bunch of computer labs, we have laptop carts, iPads, all this was used during the research process. Some students were given extra time so that they could do a little bit more research because they needed it. They also had the opportunity to do this at home, and if they didn't have technology at home, I was able to provide them with some laptops to take home and use for their research process. I made a rubric with my students. When it came to this project, they earned a lot of different points here. You can pause here the video to see the rubric in its completion. There were challenges that occurred throughout this process, mostly making sure that I had access to the technology that I needed for the students to make this happen. You got to reserve your laptops or computer labs early and often. I would recommend that becoming friends with the technology person in your school should be at the top of your list. The students enjoyed this process, as did I, and I will definitely be doing this in the future. Thank you for watching this video presentation, and have a great day.